One Stadium on the banks of the Tennessee. The scene a few board as both teams made their way out of the tunnel between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. NFL season is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run with Hunt, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mayfield shakes off the sag. Followed up and taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Campanaro on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And He'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ringo! Rhino, Rhino!
Now Lewis. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he locates Walker, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Cousins to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. Successful
start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run with Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Off the toss, Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cousins. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joe Schobert in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Titans getting set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Rhino!
This is Lewis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
down around the 16 or 17, showing some tough running there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's the backup Gabbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken inside his own 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. First down, Mayfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hunt. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it. We got any energy. Lucky 50.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Able to get away. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Meredith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins now from the 50. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands? Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
No, check, Patriot!
first and 10, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now in Nashville, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield looks to throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Howard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run it again with Hyde. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Mayfield now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had some avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They run with Logan. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Watch 82. Watch 82. They like to sneak out late. Watch 82. Yellow, yellow. It's in there. Yellow, yellow.
Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Campanaro. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though. I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense. See if they can get in his range. Flushed out right. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Right there. All day, baby.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. And I know you with every hold onto the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cleveland, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.